Welcome, seekers of truth and wisdom. Today, we unveil the hidden mechanics of reality and reveal how you can outsmart the game that most people unknowingly play. This isn't about manipulation or deceit. It's about understanding the deeper layers of existence and using that knowledge to live a life of true freedom and fulfillment. Reality, as most perceive it, is a complex tapestry of rules, expectations, and limitations. But what if I told you that these constraints are largely illusory? That the game of reality is one we've collectively agreed to play, often without realizing we had a choice. To outsmart this game, we must first understand its nature. Reality, in its essence, is not fixed. It's a fluid, responsive field of possibilities shaped by our perceptions, beliefs, and actions. The world you experience is not an objective, unchangeable truth, but a reflection of your inner state and the collective consciousness we all share. The first step in outsmarting the game is recognizing that you're playing it. Most people go through life reacting to circumstances, believing they're at the mercy of external forces. But you, as an awakened being, have the power to step back and observe the game board. Start by watching your thoughts and emotions as they arise. Notice how they color your perception of reality. When you're angry, the world seems hostile. When you're joyful, opportunities appear everywhere. This simple observation reveals a profound truth. Your inner state creates your outer reality. Now let's go deeper. Every belief you hold about what's possible or impossible is a rule in this game of reality. These beliefs act like filters, allowing you to perceive only what aligns with them and filtering out everything else. But here's the key: these beliefs are not facts. They're choices often made unconsciously based on past experiences or societal conditioning.
Click subscribe to this channel to get more profound spiritual lesson.
To outsmart the game, you must become aware of these unconscious beliefs and start questioning them. When you catch yourself thinking, "I can't do that," or "that's just how things are," pause. Ask yourself, is this really true? Or is it just a rule I've accepted without questioning? This process of questioning your beliefs is not just an intellectual exercise. It's a direct way to expand the possibilities available to you in the game of reality. Each limiting belief you dissolve opens up new paths, new opportunities that were always there but hidden from your view. But be prepared. As you start to see through the illusions of the game, you might feel disoriented. The familiar landmarks you've used to navigate reality may start to shift. This is normal and even necessary. It's a sign that you're breaking free from the confines of the old game and stepping into a broader, more expansive reality. As you practice this awareness, you'll start to notice patterns in how reality responds to your thoughts and actions. You'll see how your focus shapes your experience, how your expectations often become self-fulfilling prophecies. This is not magic, it's the natural result of understanding the rules of the game at a deeper level. Now, here's a question to ponder deeply. If you could rewrite any rule of your reality, what would it be? What limitation, if removed, would transform your life most profoundly? Now that we've pulled back the curtain on the illusion of fixed reality, let's explore how to actively shape your world. This isn't about controlling external circumstances, but about mastering your internal landscape to influence the game board of life. The key to becoming a reality architect lies in understanding the power of your focus. Where you place your attention is where energy flows. This isn't just a metaphor, it's a fundamental principle of quantum physics. The observer affects the observed. By consciously directing your focus, you literally bring things into existence in your experienced reality. But here's the catch: most people focus reactively, letting their attention be pulled by whatever is loudest or most urgent in their environment. To outsmart the game, you must learn to focus proactively. This means deliberately choosing what you give your attention to, regardless of what's happening around you. Start by becoming aware of your default focus. Throughout the day, pause and notice where your mind naturally wanders. Is it drawn to problems, to past regrets, to future anxieties? This default focus is shaping your reality whether you're aware of it or not. Once you're aware of your habitual focus, you can begin to shift it. This doesn't mean ignoring problems or living in denial. It means choosing to focus on solutions, on possibilities, on what you want to create, rather than what you want to avoid. Visualization is a powerful tool in this process. Spend time each day vividly imagining your desired reality. Engage all your senses. How does it look, feel, sound, smell? The more real you can make it in your mind, the more you're priming your brain to recognize opportunities that align with this vision in the physical world. So visualization alone isn't enough. You must align your actions with your vision. This is where many people stumble in the game of reality. They imagine a new possibility, but continue to act in ways that reinforce the old reality. Reality. Every action you take is a vote for the kind of world you want to live in. Make sure your actions are congruent with the reality you're trying to create. Language is another powerful tool in shaping reality. The words you use, both in your internal G and in your communication with others, act as instructions to your subconscious mind and to the quantum field of reality. Pay attention to your habitual phrases. Are you constantly talking about what you don't want, what you're trying to avoid? Shift your language to focus on what you do want, what you're moving towards. As you practice these techniques, you'll likely encounter resistance. This is normal. Your old patterns of thought and behavior have deep grooves in your neural pathways. Changing them requires persistence and patience. Treat this resistance as a sign that you're pushing the boundaries of your reality, expanding into new territory. Remember, outsmarting the game doesn't mean everything will always go your way. The universe has its own rhythm and timing. Your job is not to control outcomes, but to stay aligned with your highest vision regardless of temporary setbacks. This unwavering alignment is wins reality in your favor over time. Here's a profound question to consider. If you knew with absolute certainty that your thoughts and focus were shaping your reality, how would you think differently? What would you dare to imagine? So we delve deeper into the art of outsmarting the game of reality. We encounter a paradox: the brighter our light shines, the more clearly we see our shadows. This is not a flaw in the process, but a crucial part of our evolution. To truly master the game, we must learn to dance with our shadows. The shadow self is composed of all the parts of us we've denied, repressed, or deemed unacceptable. It's the collection of our fears, insecurities, and perceived flaws. Many spiritual seekers make the mistake of trying to eliminate their shadow, but this only pushes it deeper into the unconscious, where it exerts even more influence over our reality. To outsmart the game, we must instead embrace our shadow. This doesn't mean indulging in destructive behaviors, but rather acknowledging and integrating all aspects of ourselves. When we resist our shadow, we create internal conflict that manifests as external obstacles in our reality. By accepting our whole self, we align our energy and become more powerful creators. Start by identifying your triggers. What situations or people consistently evoke strong negative emotions in you? These triggers are signposts pointing to unhealed aspects of your shadow self. Instead of reacting to them, get curious. What part of you feels threatened? What unmet need or unhealed wound is being activated? As you explore your shadow, you may uncover beliefs or patterns that have been sabotaging your efforts to create your desired reality. Perhaps you've been visualizing abundance while harboring a deep-seated belief that you're unworthy of success. Or maybe you've been seeking love while unconsciously pushing people away out of fear of vulnerability. These shadow aspects aren't enemies to be vanquished. They're parts of you crying out for acknowledgement and integration. Treat them with compassion. Dialogue with them in your mind or through journaling. Ask what they need, what they're trying to protect you from. Often, you'll find that these shadow aspects, once understood, can be powerful allies in your journey. As you integrate your shadow, you'll notice a shift in your external reality. Situations that once triggered you will lose their power. People who pushed your buttons will either change their behavior or naturally fade from your life. This is because you're no longer broadcasting the frequency of internal conflict that attracted these experiences. But be prepared. As you clear old patterns, new layers of the shadow may emerge. Well, this is not a sign of failure, but of progress. You're peeling back the layers of the onion, getting closer to your core truth. Each layer integrated brings you more fully into alignment with your highest self and your true desires. This shadow work is not separate from the process of conscious reality creation we discussed earlier. It's an integral part of it. By embracing your shadow, you reclaim the energy you've been using to suppress parts of yourself. This reclaimed energy becomes fuel for manifesting your desires more powerfully. Moreover, as you integrate your shadow, you expand your range of possible experiences. Aspects of reality that were once hidden from you because they triggered your shadow now become accessible. Your world literally expands as you embrace more of yourself. Here is a question to ponder deeply. What part of yourself have you been rejecting or hiding that, if embraced, could become your greatest strength in creating the reality you desire? In our final segment, we'll explore how to sustain this expanded state of consciousness and navigate the profound shifts in reality that occur as you master the game. Are you ready to step into a new paradigm of existence? As we reach the pinnacle of our exploration into outsmarting the game of reality, we find ourselves at the edge of a vast ocean of infinite possibility. This is where the true masters of reality play, in the quantum field of pure potential. To join them, we must learn to surf the waves of probability, navigating the ever-shifting tides of existence with grace and precision. The quantum realm is where thoughts become things, where intention shapes reality at its most fundamental level. But to harness this power, we must first shed our old, limited ways of perceiving and interacting with the world. Siddhasthiniya thinking, cause and effect logic, and the illusion of separation, all these must be transcended. Begin by cultivating a state of quantum awareness. This means holding multiple possibilities in your mind simultaneously without attachment to any particular outcome. When faced with a decision or situation, instead of seeing it as a binary choice, expand your perception to include all potential realities branching out from this moment. This quantum awareness extends to your sense of self. You are not a fixed entity, but a constantly evolving field of consciousness. Your identity is fluid, capable of shifting and expanding to encompass new aspects of being. Practice stepping into different versions of yourself, exploring how each one perceives and interacts with reality differently. As you surf these quantum waves, you'll encounter what might seem like paradoxes. Embrace them. In the quantum realm, contradictions often hold deeper truths. You can be both the creator of your reality and a humble participant in the cosmic dance. You can pursue your desires with passionate intensity while remaining detached from outcomes. One of the most powerful tools for navigating this quantum reality is the art of asking questions. The quality of your questions determines the quality of your life. Instead of seeking definitive answers, learn to ask questions that open up new possibilities. What if becomes your mantra. What if I could experience abundance in all areas of my life simultaneously? What if my deepest wounds were actually gateways to my greatest gifts? Pay attention to the synchronicities that occur as you ask these expansive questions. The universe often responds with subtle signs and unexpected opportunities. These are not mere coincidences, but glimpses of the interconnected web of reality responding to your conscious engagement with it. As you become more adept at surfing these quantum waves, you'll find that manifestation becomes less about forcing outcomes and more about aligning with the natural flow of existence. You're no longer pushing against reality, but dancing with it, co-creating in harmony with the universal intelligence. This state of quantum surfing requires a balance of action and surrender. You set your intention and take inspired action, but you also remain open to the wisdom of the universe, ready to adjust your course as new information and opportunities arise. This flexibility is key to outsmarting the game of reality, allowing you to navigate around obstacles and flow towards your desires with ease. Remember, as you master these principles, your responsibility grows. With great power comes great accountability. Every thought, every action ripples out into the collective field of consciousness. Be mindful of what you're contributing to the shared reality we all inhabit. Here's a final question to contemplate as we conclude our journey. If you truly understood that you were an integral part of the universe, consciously creating reality with every thought and action, how would you live differently from this moment forward? You now have the tools to outsmart the game of reality, to surf the quantum waves of existence. The choice of how to use this knowledge is yours. Will you use it to create a reality of love, abundance, and harmony for yourself and all beings? The game board is set. The pieces are in motion. It's your move, quantum surfer. What reality will you create?